What do you love most about skateboarding?
What do I love most about skateboarding? I think the thing I love the most is the ability to be able to go out there and express yourself with just a piece of wood. What got me into skateboarding was my brother-in-law. He bought me my first board and I haven't got off since. I've been skateboarding for about a decade, so since I was 12 years old.
Probably close to 6 or 7 years now that I've been skateboarding. I started back whenever I was in 8th grade of middle school. I'd have to be my friends that got me into skateboarding. One of them, he started skating like really heavily, and I was close with them, and so I'd go to the park with him. And I got the whole friend group into skating, so we was just all skating consistently at that point.
When I first got into it, it was mainly just a hobby, a way to pass time. And then eventually it just became more and more fulfilling to grow and get better at something. I never really played sports or anything growing up, so it was something to do. I think skateboarding changed my life whenever I first got into it. I never really had a sense of like anything in life really until I started that. Like I said, I didn't play sports growing up, so it was just something to provide that fulfillment of doing anything.
He took a very methodical approach to it, and I think he carried that throughout his life.
Levi was basically skateboarding from the moment he could walk. Like before he skateboarded on the concrete or in a park, he would do tricks in the living room on the carpet. His father and I owned a skate shop, so he kind of grew up around it, and I think that was part of the influence. He wanted to skateboard, even if he had to rig his own ramps or find something he could skate. Oh, watching Levi skateboard was a joy. He was happiest on the skateboard. He would be anxious or angry and annoying. And I would just take him to the skate park and hand him his helmet, his skateboard, and he was good to go. He could entertain himself for hours. I could get whatever work I needed done on my computer or writing, anything. I was sitting at the skate park because Levi was occupied and happy.
My favorite memories of being with Levi at the skate park was simply being there, being able to be in the same element that makes him happy and makes him who he is.
Levi's entire life was impacted by skateboarding. Like, it was the center of his universe. Pretty much every decision made was around whether or not he could skateboard, like vacations, where we moved, where he went to college. Part of the reason he wanted to go to Texas State was the San Marcos skate park.
I want to say it defined him. It didn't totally define him, but at the same time, I can't imagine what kind of person he would have been without it. Keeping Levi's passion and love for skateboarding alive is very important to us. We created a scholarship for skateboarders who want to go to college that have a 3.0 GPA. For Texas State students, they have to send us a video and keep up their grades, and every semester keep us updated. Crested Butte Skate Park built a ledge that says Levi, and it's a it's a commitment. It's not an easy ledge to skate, but it says his name and it's bold and beautiful, and I'm sure he is loving that from above.
One way I like to bring joy and comfort to others is through art. I know art can show powerful emotion without ever speaking words. And so in a time where I didn't know how to help and I wanted to, I turned to art. He brought a lot of joy to other skaters. He was like a natural nurturer. He lended a hand for those who have fallen. He taught them to get back up. He taught them to keep going. He taught them that no matter what, you get right back up and you try again. He welcomed anyone and everyone who came, no matter if they were a beginner or if they had been skating for years.
There are those stereotypical, like, just not going anywhere with their life type skater people, but then at the same time, the people that like really make the skate community are just straight up good-hearted people.
Skateboarding is just pretty much, to me, one big community, a bunch of diverse people with one common goal. There's a lot of emotions involved whenever you're trying to do something, trying to land a trick. You get really mad, you get really happy. You could be trying something for a month and then never get it. Could get it first try.
He was so passionate about it, and it's very few people find their true passion in life. And the fact he did from such an early age, and I got to share it with him, is such a blessing.
Skateboarding impacted Levi's life in many, many ways, but I feel like the main one or big one was his confidence. Levi struggled with social anxiety, but it seemed like every time he hit those parks, it disappeared within an instant. The skate park was his second home. It was his safe place for him to be comfortably 100% himself.
Skateboarding has definitely made me a better person all around. Teaches me to accept everybody, no matter who they are. If you're new into skateboarding, I think I would probably say focus on riding first.
One message I would love to send other skaters is, if skateboarding is where you find your passion and is where you find your peace, it's to follow it. To continue skating for the ones who can no longer skate themselves. To go outside and to accomplish those gnarly tricks, because you might just surprise yourself in the end.
The message I'd like to send to other skateboarders would be to keep skating. If tricks get too hard and you don't feel like you're progressing somewhere, don't beat yourself up over it.
To all the parents who are blessed with skateboarding children, embrace it. They're gonna scrape their knees and their bodies and bleed a lot and break some bones, but it's a beautiful sport, and it's not for everyone, and if your kid likes it, I'd encourage it.
Don't think about the progress or how fast you're going or comparative to one another. Just like enjoy the process.